That's right. In his press briefing yesterday, he brought that up and has doubled down since in all of his briefings, really talking about how he wants to review and overhaul the aviation safety protocols. But he believes that under the previous administrations, the Biden administration and the Obama administration, that safety standards at FAA were weakened, and this caused for air traffic control to be compromised in many ways. Obviously, he couldn't point directly to anything in this instance, and many people wondering the timing of that. And to continue that conversation, I actually do want to bring in someone who understands the aviation world very well. Sherry Walker is with us, a commercial airline flight with over 25 years experience. Sherry, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming back to be with us. You know, this has gained a lot of attention, Donald Trump's comments on DEI, and there are so many people who are overwhelmingly pleased that he is overhauling DEI initiatives at the federal level, at federal agencies, but also many people wondering the timing of his remarks as we still have bodies being pulled out of the Potomac from this horrific wreck. And we still don't know enough about how the pilots were hired, whether it was the Army soldiers or these American Airlines pilots, and additionally, these air traffic controllers. We don't have enough information. So do you think that these were ill-timed, his comments pointing to DEI? Should he have waited for this NTSB investigation to really play out till we have more answers?
Well, first, I'd like to offer my condolences both to the families and to your former guest. I can't imagine losing a student. With regards to the president's comments, this issue has been systemic in our industry for quite some time. And he obviously is privy to information that we don't have. So I'm not sure the timing. I would gently correct the president in that the memo that he pointed to with regards to the hiring practices for the air traffic control was actually issued a year ago on 2024, not 13 days or 14 days ago. So I'm sure with all the fluidity of the information, that was just a general mistake. But this is going to open up a tough conversation over the next few weeks. And it's not just in the FAA. One of the things the FAA is charged with is oversight. And that oversight includes the airlines. And so while we can talk about air traffic control, DEI, I think everyone's pretty knowledgeable now after the last few days, we've got to start taking a look at how the DEI has bled down into my career and those with whom I work.
You know, and I think that many people do agree with you that those things should be looked at. I think the argument here for Trump is the timing of his comments as the president of the United States, and really hoping that he would be the consoler in chief right now and wait for this investigation to play out. But, you know, Sherry, you have spent so much time in this industry. I mean, how have you seen DEI impact the industry yourself? What has been your personal experience?
Well, personally, first of all, it's a threat to me and my ability. I have, 30 years in this industry. And when I arrive in the cockpit and I might be sitting with someone of a different gender or background, the immediate look at us is, well, they're DEI hires. No, I've earned my wings. I'm one of the first ones through Continental Airlines programs after the initial ladies hired. And so we're offended by the fact that people make that determination because we've put so much on one's race, gender, et cetera. At the same time, we're treated differently. We've seen the hiring initiatives. I mean, you can go back 2020, 2021, and you'll see where when this was really rolling out and being pushed upon the airlines, were there training programs. One CEO said, I'm going to ensure that 50% of my new hires are women and people of minority status. Why not just find the best aviators? Our customers buy a ticket, they sit in a chair at 30,000 feet going close to Mach 1, and they assume that the person in the front seat knows their job. So we've seen incident after incident inside the industry where people that were maybe less than qualified were pushed through the program. And then it falls upon somebody like me as a captain to, and of course I'll always mentor them, but I mean, there are people that maybe shouldn't have chosen this career. And I think it's the same in the air traffic control industry as well.
Yeah, and as passengers, we're hoping that those people are weeded out before they make it to critical positions. So, Sherry Whitaker, Walker, really appreciate your time this evening and for you being with us. Thank you.
And we have a lot more to unpack tonight. Coming up, we're speaking